And Catherine in New York City wants to comment on people who pollute should pay for health care. Do I have that right?
You certainly do, Tom. I'm about 2 years older than you, and I'm noticing so many of my friends getting cancer. I don't feel that this is normal, and I think these polluters that pollute our air, water, food should be paying for most of universal health in this country.
You know, Denmark agrees with you. We did our show. We did this show from Danish radio, DR, Danish radio studios for a week about 3 or 4 years ago. I was very kind to them to give us studio space for a week. And we had on a number of Danish politicians. And they had just at that time, just in the last year, in the previous year or two, they had put into place a tax on gasoline. And the tax what they did was they calculated what percentage of the cancers and asthmas that were happening in Denmark were caused by people burning fossil fuels. And they said, okay, this represents X millions of, whatever their currency is. And I think it's the kroner. And then they said, so, and here's the number of gallons of gasoline we sell every year. And so we're going to add this many, the equivalent of 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents to the cost of a gallon of gasoline in a form of a tax that is going to go directly to pay for the national healthcare system, in part, to cover the cost of those additional cancers. And it was a perfectly logical argument that was made to the Danish people by the Danish politicians based on simple math and science. And the Danish people said, cool, let's do it. Let's raise our own gas taxes so that we can pay for the cancers. And that then helps reduce the number of people who are driving, because it's a little more expensive to drive, and more and more people are bicycling, and cancers are going down. Another thing I thought was interesting, Catherine, is this morning when I was over at the TV studios, setting that show up and also doing setup for this radio show here, doing my show prep, they've got all these monitors along the wall, where it says CBS, NBC, MSNBC, Fox, CNN, and Fox was doing a show they had 4 women in their 20s, about how young women are getting cancer at rates that have never been seen before in the United States, particularly breast cancer. And this of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's like, I think this is the thing. I think that we're living in an increasingly toxic environment. I think it's not just the fossil fuels. I think it's in our food as well. And I think my personal opinion is a lot of it has to do with the hormones that they're giving animals, particularly breast cancers and ovarian cancers and testicular cancers and prostate cancers, all these hormone-sensitive cancers, because the milk, the cheese, and the meat is all filled with hormones now, and these hormones affect humans the same way they affect the animals. So I think you're onto something, Catherine, and I agree. Thank you for the call. Thanks for the excellent comment.